Good morning. Favorite Rambling Redhead here. How you doing today? It's not morning, but it is a beautiful day. It is actually the day before New Year's Eve. We've been back here since this weekend, and I just haven't really gotten much filming done. So kind of recovering from being in Texas. Me and my wife kind of under the weather. This, that, and the other, and we just haven't gotten a ton done. I've had stuff here and there to do in the shop, and just kind of relaxing. Had to go pick up a bunch of stuff, and I'll show you all that here in the next few minutes. But we did get the roof wrapped. So the roof is all closed up. We still not done the gable ends, unfortunately, but we did get the roof covered up because we had some rain earlier this week, and we wanted to keep that rain outside. So we did get that done. So let me just walk in and show you what all has changed. While we do that, hey, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. If you are enjoying this, maybe share it with somebody. I know there's quite a few of you that are watching, and I'm thankful for all of you. So, since we've been back, we brought a ton of stuff back with us from Texas. We bought a ton more stuff. There is a resale store in Arlington that sells products that have been returned or damaged, or store closings and things like that we buy a ton of stuff from. So we got this cabinet, which is our under sink cabinet for the kitchen from there. We have this little 12-inch that'll go on one side of the stove that came from there. You can see my huge sink in that picture there. Oh, it came from there. It's in there. I have a Delta faucet that came from there. This bathroom vanity with countertop, and the Panasonic. So this is kind of something I was having a little bit difficult finding, but this is a bathroom vent fan that's a high power, low profile that will fit up here to blow out the side for steam from the showers, and then all of our flooring. So this is the Procore waterproof, kid-proof, backing pre-installed, snap together laminate flooring. There's some of it laid out there on the floor there. And pretty much exclusively all of those things we were able to buy, and we got for half or more off on each of them. So a super good deal on all that. And then we just kind of buy that over the last year or so and storing it down in Texas. And while we were there for Christmas, we brought it all back with us. Along with that, I brought back my paint sprayer, some more tools and stuff. All my tools in the shop came, and then we bought all of my electrical boxes. This is from the trading post that you hear us talking about pretty regularly, where I bought the wood from for the roof and the walls and all of that. All these electrical boxes came from there because, ironically, Home Depot is out of single gang boxes entirely for new work stuff. They only had old work, so that didn't help me any. We also got some cool ammo boxes that my wife is going to make an entertainment center out of from there, as well as the cedar planks. They did have 3 pallets of these 1x6 7-foot cedar planks that we were going to purchase a whole bunch of and do the whole vaulted ceiling section in here out of. But unfortunately, they did sell a vast majority of them before we got there. So this is going to be enough to do the bathroom and possibly the bedroom. I don't think there's enough there. I'm almost positive, in fact, there's not. But the bathroom and the mechanical room over there, we'll get the ceilings done with those. And we'll find something else for in here in the living room. And then this is all commercial, adhesive-backed carpet tile. So the only place we will have carpet in the house is in Drake's loft up there, just because it's got a big air gap underneath it. So it'll help calm his noise down a little bit, I think. So we went ahead and bought 15 squares of that for a big old discount price from them. It'll go up there in his loft as well, which I have a sheet of plywood to go up there. So I should be able to have that mostly finished for him before too long. There's no ladder and he can't get to it, but it'll at least have a floor in it, so that'll be good for him. What else has changed? I think that's pretty much everything's changed. I got the gable ends covered with house wrap stuff. That's got a hole on that side, but they are mostly covered. The side gets the most wind, so it has the most coverage. We have priced everything to do the metal for the roof. We just have not bitten the bullet and gone to make that purchase yet, but I reckon we will be next week. So that's things that we got done before we left and since we got back. And then the one other thing that we had to do, something I really kind of needed to talk about, is we live full-time in our RV. So we own a 2008 Traillight Trail Cruiser. It's a 32-foot bumper pull bunkhouse RV. It's got a single slide on it that's 14 foot wide. And well, one thing that you have to do when you live in an area like this that gets cold actual winters is, for winter, you have to skirt it. So I don't know science behind it. I do understand science behind it. That's not true. But I'm told that we will need half as much heating because we're keeping the wind from blowing under the house with this stuff, which is just half-inch foam insulation board with insulation tape. This is the tape you would use to install air conditioning ducting in your attic. And then we actually have painter's tape that goes onto the camper, because this stuff is a permanent tape. So it goes onto the painter's tape so that we could pull it off and we don't hurt the paint rather on the camper itself. But this is our camper. You can't really see underneath it anymore, obviously. But hopefully that'll help a bunch. Keeps the wind and stuff from getting in there. Keeps our feet warmer, hopefully, is the idea. Anyway. So yeah, this is her. She has a this rear storage area here. You may wonder why we have these weird triangles sticking out. There's actually a brace that we've built under here now. Comes off the frame, stabilizes the whole thing a lot better. So through this back door, you actually have the bottom bunk that I'll show y'all from the inside. But the reason it's like this, you can actually fold this whole bunk up. A big old storage area under there that is intended, you could fold it up and then transport 2 bicycles in there. And then you lay it back down, you put the bed back, and there you go. So other than that, there is one storage compartment at the front that passes all the way through, but I can't get to that because it's under the covers. So let me walk y'all inside, just show you a few of the things that we have done for the 4 of us to live full-time in this camper. So the 2008 Traillight Trail Cruiser, she weighs 4,300 pounds empty, pulls great behind our Suburban with a trailer brake and a weight distribution hitch, and is no problem. So we have a queen-size bed up front. This is obviously my wife and I's bed. I built this cabinet that goes underneath that holds these 4 boxes that hold all my, socks and underwear and pajamas and shorts, and same for her. Shoes will fit underneath there, and there's a storage, and it's half depth underneath the bed where we keep sheets and linens and things like that. And on the side, you have this drop-down door that gives you access to where I have sodas and V8s for at the moment. But other than that, just a queen-size bed, a couple windows up here. We do have this nifty little fan that is USB powered. Just because we needed a little fan up here at the front to help circulate air. But we have central air, we have furnace in here, all the bells and whistles at home. So we have a little bar. You'll have to excuse the mess. Drake has been in here all day while we've been out and about running around doing stuff here on the property. So what other things have we done here? So there's storage under here. This bar is something I really like. Most of the floor plans that we looked at when we were looking at campers didn't have this. This was kind of just the dinette would be a little bit bigger and there'd be nothing here, and I always thought it was kind of weird. Well, this bar is great for, I can put my laptop here and I can edit videos and stuff here. The dinette's just big enough that we all fit at it to eat or whatever. If it's cold or rainy outside, we can all sit here and eat, but we generally don't. This lays down into Drake's bed. This is Deacon's bed back here next to the refrigerator. There's actually another bed that goes here. You can just see it there, but we decided to make this storage for kids' clothes, kids' toys, all that kind of stuff. School stuff in there. And then this was something that we've had a lot to do. So this was originally the camper's closet. This was a full-size closet for you to put your, your dresses, your coats, and your nice dress shirts and all that kind of stuff all would go into here, and that's not really helpful for us. So instead, I have built these shelves. That's the same shelves that I built for the other cabinets. I've actually did a video on this, but I'll show you again. So all the shelves in here can be taken out and moved around to change the heights, because they are all different heights slightly for different things. But it is an interlocking, I'm trying to get enough light in here for y'all to see what I'm doing. Get my flashlight out. But it is an interlocking design. There's no fasteners, there's nothing permanent here. The side piece sits into that little lip there, just like that, boop, and you have a shelf. So if we were out and about and she had something taller that needed to go there, that top shelf could just come out and she'd get taller things in there, or whatever the case may be. If we needed the whole cabinet, we could do that. We do have that. We have the bathroom, toilet, shower. Technically, it is a tub shower combo. I don't know who's taking a tub in there. It fits a laundry basket. So we have a 9-gallon propane hot water heater. There are 2 more cabinets on this side. It's our bread box there on top. Croissants in there. We have an oven with a 3-burner range. There. We have a microwave. No dishwasher in this unit, but we don't need it. So we get a little more storage up here. It's where our coffee pot lives. And then I have my big old cutting board. This big IKEA guy that will sit across the sink there. And it goes from right here to right here, just to give us more counter space. We have our Instapot, air fryer, toaster, popcorn machine, and there's a griddle around here somewhere. I don't know where it's at. Under there, there's the griddle, and a kettle. So all the appliances and electronics from home, you have at home, we have here. And it's really not been bad, especially since we did those angled stabilizers on the corners. They really tightened this whole thing up a lot. We had quite a bit of sway at night when the kids would roll over or anything. But now with those stabilizers in there, it's pretty rock solid, so we're pretty happy with that. But yeah, that's what we've been doing. That's what's been going on. Hopefully, the weather is supposed to get pretty gnarly for New Year's this weekend up here. I think we're supposed to have lows of like 15 and some precipitation, and it's not supposed to be super beautiful. So I doubt I get any more work done, but I am going to start getting electrical boxes hung and whatnot in the house and start laying out where all my wiring is going to go, figure out how much wire I got to buy, that kind of thing. And I'll get all that recorded for you guys. So hopefully next week we'll be back to regularly scheduled content. So till then, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. We'll see you later. Bye.